Welcome to the Google Calendar Creating New Calendars training video. Within this video, we will look at how you can create additional calendars to add different events within your main calendar. So looking at my left-hand side, I have two items, My Calendars and Other Calendars. If I click on the little triangle on the left-hand side, I see which calendars I currently have. These are defaulted calendars. One has your name on it, and it has a color to it. You can change the color by clicking on this drop down and changing it. So let's say I like cardinal red, so let's go and change it with red. So any event that I add to my Jonathan Lee calendar will show up in red. Then any birthdays that I may have mentioned in my contacts, they will show up in green. And if you've watched the Gmail videos, especially the one that says creating tasks, this is where all those tasks go. If you put a due date on them, and they will pop up in your Google Calendar if you have that marked, and you see that if you happen to watch that one, it says Jonathan, get more out of your Gmail. That is the task in which I created within that training video. So I'm going to go ahead and uncheck that so you notice that the square is not colored in anymore, and notice that the icon or the task is no longer on my calendar. So you can adjust views. If I don't need to see all the birthdays going on right now, you can get rid of that as well. One easy thing that I like to do is put my students' birthdays on there. I just put their initials within my calendar, put their birth dates on my calendar, and then keep it under birthdays. Then I get a little reminder and reminding me that so-and-so's birthday is coming up. That way it keeps me organized in what's coming up for those students. So let's say I want to create another calendar that maybe I share with my class or fellow teachers. You can click on the little drop-down menu I'm hovering over right now under next to My Calendars and click on that, and you can see Create New Calendar. So I'm going to click on that. You're going to name your calendar, and let's say Team Collaboration. And you can put a description if you want to. You can add a location if you want to. You can make this calendar public. You may not have that option. That's going to be dependent on if your school has that option turned on as part of Google Apps. You can also share this calendar with people within this one and send that on. They can see all events. They can make changes. They can make changes and manage sharing, so they can share it on with other people. So if this is going to be a team calendar, then maybe you'll give them access to be able to share with other team members as they come aboard as well. And then when you're finished, you can go ahead and create that calendar. I'm not going to go and create this one, so I'm going to hit cancel, and we'll go back to the main page here. Okay. So let's go ahead and create that generic calendar. So let's say training calendar. Okay. I'm going to leave everything else blank. I'm not going to make it a public. I'm not going to share with anybody. I'm going to click on Create Calendar. So once I create that calendar, you see that it shows up here, and it's training, and it's in green. I'll make sure that I have birthdays in green, so I don't want that to be in green. I want this to go ahead and be maybe like orange. So I have 4 different colors. Again, I can turn them on and off depending on how I want that to look. So that is how you create new calendars within Google Calendar.